So we are in what you see on the screen right now is the Blackboard course. And in this Blackboard page, you will see a lot of good information related to the course. And the first thing we'll talk about is the syllabus and then the tentative calendar. I would talk about the setup of the lecture notes and the video. We'll talk a little bit about homework and of course the exams later. So the syllabus, so let me share that with you. So if you zoom in here, so this is the ordinary differential equation course. There's two parts to differential equation. The first part is ordinary differential equations, and the second part is partial differential equations that you probably have to take in the higher level course if you're a math major or physics major. And the meeting originally set up is on Mondays and Wednesday from 8 to 10:30, and you can pick on the Thursday or a Friday for the online asynchronous meeting. The Zoom information, you got the Zoom information is posted on Blackboard, and we're going to use that for the entire meeting, for all the meetings throughout the summer course. So my name is Winho, so you spell it W-I-N-H-O, so Winho, and I'm the instructor for the course. You can ask me any questions you like, and the best way to reach me is by email. Just send me an email, I will try to get back to you as soon as I can, okay? If you want to meet with me to go over some materials, you can send me an email as well, and we can make an appointment that at the time that works for you. I know that some of you go to work or have other plans throughout the summer, so we work out together at the time that works for you, so we can meet. I taught a course in summer one, so just a few weeks ago, and I meet with the student at 9 o'clock in the afternoon or in the evening, Eastern time. So whatever works best for you, okay? I use my own note. I tend to use my own note. So if you go to Blackboard right now, you will see that under the lecture notes, I post the first two lecture of today meeting. The first one, or lecture 0, is the calculus review. So if you click on that, you can download that, or you can print out the lecture note, and then we'll fill out the information together. I tend to do it that way because it's going to save a lot of time in terms of some of the redundant informations that I don't want to keep writing. There are some plots that I cannot really draw on the tablet because I'm not a good drawer, I'm not a good painter. So something like this is very useful for you to visualize the concept of mathematics. And so I want to do it justice by just have it available on the skeletal lecture notes like this. Again, we're going to use this and fill out the information together. And because of this, I tend to use my own notes. I don't have any required textbook. I just want to recommend you one textbook. I think it's a good textbook. I have been using this for a long time, and I think this textbook has a lot of good information for you as a student of the course. And also, you can buy a physical copy as a reference for your future courses. Okay. Do you mind if I have a quick idea of what your major is? Esther, I know you're a math major slash physics major, as I remember correctly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tarun, do you mind if I ask you your major is?
Yeah, I'm an engineering major.
Do you mind if I asking what school are you from?
Yeah, I'm going to Cape Cod Community College right now. I'm looking to finish my associates this fall, so also looking to transfer. So taking a class here is nice. It gives me a little insight into how Bridgewater works.
Got it. Thank you. Dylan, do you mind if I asking your major and what university you come from?
Yeah, sure. I'm mechanical engineering. I go to Wentworth Institute in Boston.
Got it. Yeah, if you engineering, physics major, math major, this course is really fun to study. I remember one of the most fun that I have in any courses as a student is differential equations. I enjoy it a lot, and I hope that you also enjoy the course. So this is just the introductory course to ordinary differential equation. You can make this course as difficult as you want, but at this level, as the undergraduate course, I think this is a very approachable course. This is kind of the extensions to calculus courses that you have. So in order to get admitted to this course, you have to take Calculus 1, Calculus 2, and multivariable calculus and get good grades on that as well. And there's a lot of technique that you see in Cal 1 and Cal 2 will appear here in differential equations. Right? We will tackle a lot of topics related to differential equation, a lot of technique, including something called separation of equation or separation of variables. Linear equation, exact equation, of course, all of this terminology will be explained along the way. We have first order differential equation. First order means that when you see a differential equation, the highest derivative is the first derivative. Therefore, it's called first order differential equations. And when you see a differential equation with the highest derivative to be 2, the second derivative, then this is called the second order differential equations. We will solve this type of second order differential equation in the context of homogeneous and non-homogeneous linear equations. And depends on the type of equation, you have different applications and also different solution techniques to solve for the equations. And as for engineering students, one of the most important technique in any of engineering majors is Laplace transform and inverse Laplace transform. So we talk about that. We do a lot of work on that later on in the course. And that's some brief descriptions of ordinary differential equations. And here is learning outcomes. It's just the extensions of the course descriptions. Again, you will learn a lot about how to classify ordinary differential equation, because if you classify the differential equation to one category, then that's just one solution technique, right? Classify differential equation to another category, then you have to apply a different solution technique. Some of the solution technique we're going to look at is separation of variables, integrating factors, method of solving exact equations. If we have time, we're going to go over transformations and substitution method. That's for first order differential equations. And for the second order differential equation, you have something called characteristic equation method, reduction of order, method of undetermined coefficient, and variation of parameters. So 4 different techniques here will be used for different second order differential equation. We will talk about Laplace transform, inverse Laplace transform. We'll show you the technique, and we'll show you, how to use it to get the solution of differential equation. So this is a different solution technique, very, very powerful, as widely used, especially in computer science, computer engineering, and electrical engineering. And if we have time at all, hopefully we do, we want to show you the system of the linear first order differential equations. Very, very fun topic to work on. The system of differential equation you see a lot in population dynamics, prey and predator or cooperative models. You see COVID-19 model, you can see influenza model. All of them can be described using system of differential equations. Again, I don't know if we have time. I hope we do, so I can show you this. In terms of grade distributions to the course, we have homework. I'm going to do homework, including written homework and online homework. So there are 4 written homework. We'll talk about that a little bit later, and multiple online homework. You will see that because, as I mentioned, this is kind of the extensions to calculus courses. So there's a lot of work that you need to work out the details, solving, using differential rules, differentiation rules, and integration rules to solve the problems. So you need to write down the details so the written homework will make more sense. But also I want you to get familiar with some concepts in differential equations. So multiple choice questions, short answer questions are good for using online homework platform. We will have 1 midterm and 1 final exam as well. Now, if you go to also Blackboard under the syllabus and calendar, I have a tentative calendar right here. So today we have the introductions, we have calculus review, introductions to differential equation, and on Wednesday we talk about solution curves without solutions, and the very first solution technique called separation of variables, and so on and so forth. And here next Monday is the first homework due. I will send out a written homework, so this is the written homework. I will send out the first written homework soon, sometimes today or tomorrow, and then you work on that. Sent back to me on Monday, usually at the end of Monday. So what you do is that you write the solution on a piece of paper, and then take the picture of your work or scan your work and send that to me by email, and that's your submission. And on the following Monday, July 28th, we have the midterm. So whatever we cover into Thursday, up to Thursday, the 24th, will be on the midterm. Okay. So that's the calendar. So I tend to follow the calendar very closely. So if you miss anything, if you have any questions, kind of like what lecture we are in right now, So that could be, I can refer you back to the calendar, but it depends on the progress, of course. I will monitor the number of lectures I include in the midterms, right? If we slow down a little bit and we up to lecture 8 on the Thursday 24th, then the midterm is only on up to lecture 8, things like that. So as I say, there are 4 written homeworks, and the due date for the homework, I'll list this here in the syllabus and also in the calendar. There will also be multiple online homework assignments, and we use web work for the assignments. I haven't set it up yet, but when I finish setting it up, I will send out an announcement or a message to you, and you just basically go to the homework folder. There will be a link here to web work, and when you click on that link, you automatically register for the site. So there's no extra enrollment on the site. Okay, just click on the link, and then you'll be good to do the homework. Right, so that's online homework exam. Again, there are 2 exams, 1 midterm and 1 final exam. The midterm is on Monday, July 28th. The final exam is on Thursday, August 14th, which is the last day of class. And everything, so the exam will be during the class time, right, from 8 to 10:30 Eastern time. What I want to do for the exam is that you have your webcam turn open, right, at all time, and then that's why I can proctor you on the exam. Okay. So make sure that you have a webcam on during the midterm and the exam. Use of calculator. When you do written homework or online homework, you are more than welcome to use the calculators, but the problems are made up so that you don't have to use the calculator. For the online homework, the concepts are very easy to answer. And for the written homework, most of the problems are solution techniques. So it takes you step by step to work out the details and don't have there's minimal number of calculations that you need to do, right? So and especially during the midterm and the final exam, there's not much calculations that you need to do. It's just the solution technique that you need to carry out. So there's no calculators are allowed during the exam. Now, let me address the elephant in the room. That is the use of online resources and AI. So I'm very aware with what's going on in the world right now in terms of AI, ChatGPT, and other AI tools that everyone's using right now. I'm using that as well to improve my productivity. Um, but I really want you to learn something from this course, right? As I mentioned, this is a very fun course to study. There's a lot of good information to know in terms of, if you're a math major, physics, engineering majors. So when I give you a homework, when you have a test, I would love for you to spend time and study for the materials before you actually do the work, right? For online homework and written homework, you feel free to use the lecture notes, the solution, and videos posted on Blackboard, and you can use them to help with homework assignment and prepare for the exam. The course is structured to have multiple assignment exam to help assess your understanding in the course materials. So try to learn and try to do your own work, right? Because it's very easy for you to just see the problem, copy and paste the problem into ChatGPT and all the AI tool and get the solutions that way, right? So yeah, I know it's very quick, but in a way you haven't learned anything, right? You haven't retain any informations, right? So do the work yourself. I'm using ChatGPT every day, right, for my work as well, improve my productivity. For example, if I done the syllabus, so like all of the syllabus, and I just copy the entire syllabus and send that into ChatGPT and say, are there any typos? And they give out some typos, and I fix that. That's how it help you to improve your work. Right? So for example, I tend to type out the lecture notes, right, and copy and paste the entire code of the lecture notes into ChatGPT and say, are there any typos? Things like that. I also use that I do a lot of numerical work, and I use a lot, I code a lot in Python. And so sometimes I get a lot of error and I don't understand the error. I use ChatGPT to help me understanding the error and to fix the error. So things like that help you improve your productivity. And so I would not like you to use any of that AI tool for your assignment and for your exam. You're not going to be able to learn anything. Right? So if you struggle with the course, if you need to do if you want me to go over the materials, please let me know. We work out the details. We work out a meeting that works for you, okay? So just redo, basically for my course, for any of my course, you just need to redo the example problems in the notes, rewatch the video, and you should do fine in the homework and the exams. Yeah. So all the information, you can go and read the information. Okay. So that's it for the syllabus.